how do I, for a start, even know my ketone blood levels?
Well, when a patient first comes in saying, how do I begin? I want them to tell me what they had for their meal and then say, how many carbs do you think that was? Because this education, like an apple is 20 grams of carbs, 15 grams of carbs for some of them. And we're going to ask you in the first 6 weeks to take your carb intake down to less than 20. 20 total grams of carbohydrates or less is where we begin. And again, I do this in a medical grade. There are people who play with a ketogenic diet, and there's people who try to reverse medical problems with a ketogenic diet. Mm-hmm. In order to do this, it is not a lazy kind of keto. You have to actually be on the same team as me using data to reverse this medical problem.
And how does one measure their blood ketone levels?
Yeah, I think blood is the best. There is a way you can measure them in urine. The burning of fat, if you turn that string of fat into ketones, there are two destinies for that. You either put it into a mitochondria and turn it into energy, or you pee it out. So especially when they're early in a ketogenic journey, they overshoot. Evolution said, don't let them die. Turn that fat into energy, help them through the famine. So the excess ketones they make end up in their urine. We call them ketone strips, and they're cheap and easy, and we don't have to cross that barrier of somebody pricking their finger at the beginning. So they're going to pee out ketones every day as long as they're not chronic insulin resistant.